Welcome back, guys, to another video on Blaze2K. Thank you for joining me. As you know, Samsung's about to announce the new line of Galaxy foldable phones. The Galaxy Z Fold 4 and the Z Flip 4, I believe. This is the Z Fold 4. It's my favorite phone of all time. You've got your tablet on the inside, and you've got a normal phone on the outside. It's pretty cool, right? Well, they finally leaked. It's finally been leaked. The marketing images, the marketing renders of the Z Flip 4 and Z Fold 4. This is going to be the most accurate look of what these phones are going to look like, right? We're going to take a look at it right now. But before we do, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and click the bell icon to support this video, my channel, me, and maybe even support even more by becoming a member by clicking join. So let's get into this. Let's take a look. Let's go. So guys, let's take a look. This article comes courtesy of The Verge. See exactly what Samsung's foldables look like in leaked marketing renders ahead of their full reveal next month. So I believe they're going to be announcing the Z Fold 4 and Z Flip 4 literally days away next week, or a little bit over next week, a little bit over a week from now. And so naturally, it's time for the device's designs to leak in full online. Leaker Evan Blass has published a bevy of apparently official images over at 91 Mobile showing two phones from almost every angle, including in both their folded and unfolded orientations. There appears to be three color options for the Z Fold 4, so we've got black, beige, and grey, and four colors for the Z Flip 4: black, gold, blue, and purple. Now, if you were hoping for a radically different design for either device compared to last year's models, you're likely to be disappointed. Both appear to have inherited fundamentally similar looks, right down to the camera bumps and black strip across the top of the Z Flip's back. So, like I covered in a previous video, guys, Samsung don't like to just innovate every year, year after year. They like to trickle little updates year after year. You know, rather than just give everyone what they want the next year. Why don't they just do that? Why don't they just say, okay, people are wanting 5 new things from the new phone. They want a bigger front screen. They want this. They want that. They want this and that. Let's just give it all to them in next year's phone. No, they want to eke it out over like 5 years, and you know, to keep people buying their phones year after year. And Apple's pretty bad for that too. But anyways, yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to see massive changes this year, but there are going to be changes, and we're going to go take a look at them. So back to the article. Because of the black wallpaper and the full force display, it's difficult to see if the inner display will once again feature an under-display selfie camera, which offered disappointing performance on last year's phone. The images also don't offer a conclusive answer about whether or not the Z Fold 4 will include a built-in holder for an S Pen stylus, a feature that's been previously rumored. So here's the Z Fold 4, guys. One thing you'll notice straight away is the size of the hinge. The hinge. Like, let me just show you the Z Fold 3. Can you see that? Can you see the hinge? And it's kind of hard to see, isn't it? It's kind of hard to see. But the hinge sticks out on this side a fair amount. Now, if you look at the Z Fold 4, the hinge barely sticks out at all. Now, let's open this image up really close here. They've really shrunk down that little hinge on the side there. So when you're holding the phone in your hand, it's going to feel more like a normal phone. It's not going to feel like the screen's lopsided to the right or anything like the Z Fold 3. It wasn't a big deal, but it's a nice little improvement nonetheless. So it does look very similar. Let's go back to the article here. So the lack of design changes doesn't rule out useful improvements for this year's foldables. For starters, a previous leak suggested that the Z Flip 4's folding display might have been upgraded to a result of a less obvious crease along the middle of the screen when unfolded, and one report claimed the Z Flip 4 will have a larger secondary display on its exterior. There could also be software improvements on the way for the Z Fold 4 thanks to the Android 12L, an update for Google's mobile operating system, which includes improvements specifically designed for large screen devices. So for more information, we're going to have to wait till August 10th, where both phones are going to be expected to be announced alongside a new smartwatch, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5, which I'm actually holding. I've got the Galaxy Watch 4 on my arm right now. I love this phone. It's great. This watch. I love it. It's got great fitness tracking. It's got ECG features, stuff like that. Blood oxygen level sensors in it. It's great, and it runs on Wear OS, Android's operating system. So a lot of the apps you download on your Android phone, they transfer over to the watch as well, and you can sort of mix and match between them. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited about this, guys. What do you think of the design? Obviously, the Z Fold 4 doesn't look massively different, but like I says, that hinge has been shrunk down a fair amount. One thing I would like to have seen is I would love to have seen a bigger front screen on the Z Fold, because as I've said before, I think that's one of the biggest things this thing's missing, is just a normal size front screen. You'll find a lot of the times when you're trying to use this thing, the front screen's really small, it's hard to type, but also it has its pros as well, because it's so easy to hold with one hand. Like, you can easily one hand this thing and type, although you do make some mistakes on the keyboard. But yeah, that's the images. Let's take a look at the 91 mobiles here real fast and see what other photos, if any, have been leaked. So here's the Z Fold 4 in the black. Looks very similar to mine, albeit obviously it's got a thinner bezel in it, which looks kind of cool. Here's it in the gold. Here's it in like the blue, and here's the Z Flip 4, guys. I think I maybe have to go for the black one. And it does indeed have a bigger, I think it does have a bigger screen on the front now. There's a gold, there's a blue, and there's a purple. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So that's what the Z Flip 4 looks like. So from what I'm seeing here, guys, there's no indication if there's no indication of whether they're going to slap an S Pen inside the phone itself. That's one of my biggest wants for the Z Fold 4. Or there's a couple of biggest wants for the Z Fold 4 that I want. And that is an S Pen built into the phone. I also want the front screen to support the S Pen. So right now, let me see if I can find my S Pen. I've got my S Pen here. Right now, to use the S Pen, I have to open up the phone. And open up the Notes app, and then, scribble on the inside of the phone. You can only draw on the inside. Now, how nice would it be to be able to just use the pen to write on the front of the screen too, to make quick notes and note down numbers or whatever, right? You can't do that right now. But hopefully the Z Fold 4, hopefully that is an upgrade. Hopefully we get a stylus-supported front screen. That will make note-taking a lot easier. And also, it would be nice to have the S Pen, like an S Pen slot on the bottom of the phone, like the S22. I'm not going to hold my breath for that future, though. It doesn't look like we're going to get a bigger. It doesn't look like we're going to get a bigger front screen, which is fine. I wish they just made it more of a dramatic size change this year. The narrow screen is a little bit awkward at times, but it would be nice to have a bigger screen. But like I says, having a narrow front screen does come with its benefits, like being able to one-hand it super easily. It doesn't look like there's that many colors. I'm not a big fan of the new colors this year. It doesn't look like they've brought one of the biggest complaints with last year's phone was the fact that they just weren't bringing the camera specs, right? The S22 is arguably one of the best smartphones when it comes to cameras, like the ultra zoom, all the different camera modules inside the phone, right? It's like the best of the best you can get on an Android phone right now. And it looks like yet again, they've just slapped in the old Galaxy S10's cameras, the 3-camera layout there, your ultra, your 2x zoom, your regular camera, and your ultra wide. If you're going to be paying $1,300 or more for a phone, you want it to have the best of the best, right? That means the best cameras, the best screens, all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a flagship phone. And it looks like yet again they failed to deliver on that. I mean, that was one of the biggest wants that people were asking for last year, was to have a better camera. Looks like we're gonna have to just wait another year for that. But yeah, there we go. That is the Galaxy Z Fold 4, Z Flip 4, and I know a lot of people were asking about the Z Flip because I did forget to add in the Z Flip 4 images in my last video, but there it is, and there's the different colors for it. So let me know, guys, in the comments, which color are you tempted to get? Are you interested in foldable phones, or are you holding out maybe for Apple to make their own foldable phone? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, guys, love you. I appreciate you. Have a good day. God bless. Blaze2K signing out. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon.